Alright, for me it's almost lunchtime, but I wanted to get a video started before that, and I got a few things in the mail here, and I wanted to whine and complain about everything. No, I had a 20-minute video complaining about everything that was going wrong. One of it was that I went to the post office this morning. I found 10 cents on the floor in the post office, and the first thing I always do is give that to the clerk of the post office. You know, here you go, because I don't know whether I'm going to put it in the register or to take the penny, leave a penny. But there was a dime. But then I also handed him 10 cents because I was sending off to Roy Jefferson, and I didn't have the right amount to get the letter sent out. I was off by 10 cents. So I had him put a 10-cent stamp on there. He put 2 5s on there. For whatever reason, he put 2 5s on there because I don't think that they had any 10-cent stamps. Some of the smaller post offices don't have all the stamps you're looking for, so whatever. So that was fine with that, but I did not realize that my generosity actually cost me money, because he also charged me an extra 10 cents for the stamps because I paid cash with that, and then because I had that in my pocket, and then I put all the business stuff on the debit card, and that got charged also. Not only did I give him 10 cents, give him another 10 cents, and then he took another 10 cents, so I already in the hole. And then what happened was that I had to ship something to Norway, and it turns out that all these foreign countries, you know, you complain about everything here, but they lose $20 or $30. They have to pay to get their items in customs or something, $20 or $30 to get their items. So absolutely ridiculous. I lost $11 or $12 in postage, and then the U.S. one, I broke even on it. I would have broken even, but I had to give the post office an extra 20 cents or something ridiculous. So I might be 5 cents to the good on that one. I really don't know. So that was really pretty awful. So I got out of that, but I found a really amazing eBay store, and I'm not pointing out this store in particular, just one store out of many tens of thousands of stores that we don't know, because eBay blocks a lot of stuff. We don't do a lot of foreign commerce here, but I found an Italian seller selling thousands, tens of thousands of Panini stickers and cards. $1.07 plus $3.11 shipping from Italy. It's like, well, what about combined shipping? Well, this particular seller says each additional item is free. That's a lot better than ComC that's $5 or $6 for their basic shipping. It's a lot better than some yo-yo in California that's going to reuse his stamp, and it's going to come a week later. You know, I mean, I did get an envelope that had a stamp that was already canceled that was used again. And I was trying to get it off the envelope, and it was glued on there really well. And they had the stamp slipped over. Not to throw anybody under the bus, but back in the day, people were priding themselves. It's like, I'm going to put my stamp right here. That way the machines miss it, and then they were peeling off. Some people would use their TTM stamps 5 or 6 times before it was really, really not usable anymore. Absolutely ridiculous. And then they would complain that their stamps got canceled. Like, well, that's no good. I can't use my stamp 10 times. I had the same people doing stuff with a foreign mail. Again, people didn't listen. People just want to keep doing what they want to do because they never got in trouble or caught. One person was doing the forever stamps for the foreign countries. So whatever poor athlete or celebrity sent that thing, they either had to supply them with a free stamp, or they just send it back and the post office says this is returned to sender, wrong stamp is on it. Not realizing that it was already, you know, so it somehow made it to the United States with that stamp on it that didn't always get canceled. So people were just basically sending stuff for free most of the time, and it was ridiculous. And they were bragging about it online. You know, when you do bad things and brag about it online, one of these days you will get caught. So let's get into the mail here. But one of the crazy things about this seller here I wanted to point out to you is because it says search all 16 items. I'm like, 16 items? That's got to be more than 16. Well, my original search was for one trading card, and I hit the worldwide listings, and then it showed up. Because the card I was looking for was $20 on ComC, $7 or $17 for the card through eBay or whatever it was, plus $5 for shipping. So that's $22 for that said card. But this particular seller had one for $3 or something, plus, you know, that dollar something, or it was $3 plus $3 for shipping or something like that. So it came out to like $6 to $8 for that card, not $20. So I wanted to see what the seller had, and then it says 65,000 results. eBay's kind enough to only remove 7,000 listings. He has 72 72,000 cards, and when you search all these things through his eBay store, nothing, 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 nothing. And you have to go back to the old-fashioned way of searching all of this stuff this way instead of going through direct to the eBay store. So eBay was basically blocking 72,000 items for my eyeballs here. And, you know, I mean, it's not going to get him a lot of money because I might buy that original card for $3 plus the shipping, and then I'll buy like 5 or 6 maybe Panini cards here that are usually listing between $5 and $25 on COMC because the people don't realize that certain things are over and prices need to come back down. Just because you're the only one shareholder of that particular card on COMC doesn't mean that your $25 card is worth even $2.50. So we got a couple pieces of mail here, and I will point out that all of this was done by my own hard work. No piggybacking off anybody, no ideas from anybody on the internet, nothing. So these are 2 of my postcards. Here's Lafayette, California, who nicely canceled all of my stamps there. She's like, wait a minute, you only have 30. Well, I have the rest of them here. So I have those, and I explained what those stamps were, so they nicely canceled everything. The corner got a little beat in the machines, but it got here. Then this one here is Cedar Grove, Pengrove. I can't read that. I think it's Pengrove, California. I'm not 100% sure on that one there. And they too canceled everything. So there is that one here. I used the retarded children can be helped. I think I sent those to Zombie Collector one time on one of his letters there. I don't know if he caught that or not. And this is just sheep in a meadow there. So that was one of those Winslow Homer postcards there. Now, doing my own homework. So I went to eBay. Or was it eBay? No, eBay oh yeah, I did go to eBay, and I bought this card for Burbank Sports Cards because I thought, you know what, tennis is popular right now. All the tournaments are going on and this and that and the other thing, and they had some Wimbledon or something on the other day. I don't remember what it was, or French Open. Not sure what that was. So I was buying a few tennis cards here because I was looking to see if I could find some autographed ones or what have you. And then I found this one here. If I can get it out of here without ripping it. Large envelope, no notes, no nothing, just Ann Grossman. So there's Ann Grossman right there. So I did an awful lot of homework on that one. Tons of homework on it. First of all, I found this card, Burbank Sports Cards. It was not easy to find. These Net Pro cards, some of the bigger stars are worth a lot of money and they're kind of costly. So I grabbed some of the U.S. stars, you know, not the foreign ones. So I figured, well, how hard is it to find Ann Grossman? So I went to the dreaded Sports Card Forum, nothing. I went to Star Tiger, nothing. You would think that somebody who played in the mid-90s would be in Star Tiger, nothing. You will not believe how many celebrities and actors and athletes that I researched this morning. And Star Tiger had either the last result was from 2008, or they had no results whatsoever, none. I mean, these are Olympic athletes, people, and many of these people were actually still alive. It was amazing. So I'm debating on whether to buy these cards and then take a chance on it. But I found a private address through my own particular research, found out her first name, last name, and her new last name and all that fun stuff. Found out approximately where she lives in Florida or whatever. This one came out of St. Petersburg, Florida is where that was canceled out of there. I am so happy I'm done with those icky stamps there because these are the 2 ones you can actually read, 24 and 31. All the other stamps you could not read at all. So I'm really happy to have a TTM and a tennis one to add to my tennis binder. I want to say this is the first or second card from this set, and this is the absolute first one signed in Sharpie. Ann Grossman was fairly young when this card came out. I want to say she's something like 52 now. Somewhere, you know, below the age of 55. You know, so not super ancient, but it was just, you know, because I'll be heading that way one of these days, you know. But it's just kind of funny. I just mentioned, you know, I was in high school back, blah, 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 when you were in the tennis thing, and we did tennis for PE, and I wanted to have more of it, but, you know, they didn't have you know, or the tennis team, blah, blah, and you know, just one of those deals. So all I know is that I have a really amazing autograph that probably 0 people on YouTube have even tried to write this particular person. If you've written to anybody in the tennis world, if you've ever written this particular person, or if you know anything about tennis other than it being quite the racket, let me know. Put down in the comments if you know anything about anything, and thank you for watching.